What the business is, YouTube? Hey, this Clarence over here, Pursuit of Freedom, baby. I coming to you today with another video. Right now, I got you looking at Trading View as I'm going through my scout for stocks that I don't have on my master list. Hey, I ain't paying for no trading service outside of the TC2000 software. This is the first time I've ever been able to really stalk the afternoon market. I possibly could have before with my days off, man. This YUMA is kind of making me sick right now because I'm not taking any trades in it, even though I'm just paper trading for right now, man. And let me tell you why I kind of got away from trading for a little bit at the beginning of this video. You see, I'm always in practice of day trading. Whether you see it or not is irrelevant. You feel me? Because practice makes perfect. Now, I have taken a long period of time where I really haven't done nothing because if the market ain't looking like it want to do, ain't want to act right, I haven't been trading. But there are opportunities. So before I get into that right quick, let's look at the market. The market was gapping higher today. We've had three beautiful climbing type days. Got my pin bar candle, which I like. I love this little pin bar candle because look at what follows. Look at the last one. At least in the Wilshire 5000, big push higher. But the market has been displaying some confusion. As far as looking at the market, today we've gotten back above the short-term moving averages on the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Wilshire. And what I mean by short-term moving averages are my 9 exponential moving average and my 13 exponential moving average. We're climbing back above those just a tad bit, right? So that's the market, right? So let me get back to Trade King because I executed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades on the day. You're never going to be perfect. And I still see that I got work to do because honestly, my biggest trade for the day was a negative $1,400 for a loss. But when you look at the overall trading action for the day, I'm up $590 and I could have been jumping into a few trades, but I've been trying to make this video since I made this trade here back over an hour ago. I'm just so long-winded that I got to cut it short. I keep getting up close to 20 minutes on this here video, but I only got about 20 people watching me right now anyway. And YouTube, people like videos that are 5 minutes or less. But being this is education, you either want to learn how to do this stuff or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. So you either want it or you don't. But I'm always tracking my progress. You know what I'm saying? These two stocks that I've played with today, Digital Power and YUMA Energy, both of them are related to energy, digital power. So that's obviously an energy play. But once a stock, this is the daily chart to the day, 1 minute candles to the left. The intraday chart I meant to the left, 1 minute candles, daily chart in the middle, secret sauce to the right. So these candles in this will represent the whole day. The reason why though, what I was getting at is like, man, when I started really when I set the plan to try to grow this account from $100,000 to $200,000 in January, right? I'm not an expert trader. I'm not a pro trader by far, but this account has grown by $60,000. Problem, I honestly have been stuck at about $60,000 about 4 or 5 months now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna try to show you that. Oh, look at my boy Warrior Trader, up $4,700. I'm willing to bet in this here trading video, which I have not watched yet. I'm not in his chat room. I'm in no trader's chat room, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that at least one of the trades is going to be either YUMA and Digital Power and possibly both. Possibly both. I guarantee you. And I have not watched this video, but this is just me linking up that I think I'm beginning to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But let me look at my channel for a second. Let me look at my videos, which nobody be watching. But I had a video where I talked about being up like 58%. And it had to be about 4 or 5 months ago. There it is. 4 months ago, I've been stuck at about up 58 to $60,000. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a lot of trading in the last 4 or 5 months, at least, especially the last month or two. You know what I'm talking about? Because I just been kind of struggling with it. And the market has been struggling for that matter. And for that whole period at the same time, let me go back to my YouTube home. I've been watching this character right here struggle. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching this character here struggle. And I'm not really trying to play his video in my video, but what I want to do is get to his channel and click on videos and just scroll through this a little bit. He done had two $4,000 days in the last 2 days. 360 there, 18 there, but you got the $2,000 loss, minus 940 there, minus 460, minus 2,900. I'm used to watching this guy on hot streaks. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, check out Warrior Trader, people, man. This is just more people, more education for you out there. It's always room to learn. I watch so many traders. I know I easily got 1,000 to 2,000 hours watching YouTube videos. How bad do you want it? Huh? But to analyze these, I'm probably already 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Been talking too long already. But digital power, let me slide that chart out, squeeze out the secret sauce. I was actually trading this and YUMA at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm getting into capital management. Like I said, I think I'm really beginning to get to a point where I think I know what I'm doing. You're going to have losses, but as long as you're in the green at the end of the day, I can close the day green. You know what I'm saying? So I took a green trade. I missed the market open. Look at what digital power did, though, just to point this out, man. Woo! This thing jumped well over 300% in the pre-market. So when the market opened, you know what I'm talking about? It ain't got a lot more room to push higher, but there was still 30-something% of profit in this 3-4 minute stretch. That's 4 minutes into the day. You could have got in on this first candle, which look at the sell volume. This is the biggest candle of the entire day. And it's straight selling. People profit taking from that big ass gap up. And I don't blame them. You don't see another candle anywhere near it in that buying volume. Now, these are dollar volume candles down here. So that's $16 million. You know what I'm saying? God, dog. Better than $16 million in this candy diet. 16.7 if you're looking at that box. Huh? And that candle, and it still wasn't enough to really pull the stock down at all. You got such a small candle for the next 3 minutes, called to start to jump to the higher day, but you don't get any buying candles of 5 million. What is that candle is? 4.8 million? 5 million, well, let's say 5.2 if I'm looking over there to the right at the top of this candle. You don't get no $5.2 million candle in 1 minute, that is, for the rest of the entire day. So I executed 2 trades in digital power. The second trade, I took a loss, which turned out to be the biggest loss of the day. Look at that box, minus 1,400. And I bought into that same one, 2,000 shares at 9:44 in the a.m. 9:56 minutes later, took a loss. Sometimes you got to be quick. That is 6 minutes. This one here, 9:40 in the a.m., 9:41. So literally 1 minute later, I'm out. You can be done for the day. Click on that box. P&L was 960, so that would have been a $960 gain if you have the right amount of capital. And that's why I've been trading a lot less, because it really does take real money for you to grow. Now, by all means, you can trade with $500. You can trade with $1,000, but if you're only gaining a max of like 10% per trade, because you're not going to get 50% every trade, 60% every trade, 100% every trade. You're going to be taking 5% 10%, 20%. Now, I'm not saying to aim at a low percentage gain, but you're not going to average humongous percent. The object is to cut a slice out of the profit, of the possible profit of the stock's movement if you're looking to day trade. Now, if you swing trade, that gives you a bigger win percentage, but you got to be in the stock for weeks and months. And if you get good at day trading, you can crush what swing traders do over the long haul because their money is tied up. And what I want to point out quickly, utilizing the moving averages, if you're new, you don't have to put moving averages on your chart, but I'm going to tell you, for show you a few reasons why you would want to do so. Anytime that the stock's price is above the prices, as in the price action, is above the short-term moving averages, which I got in green and blue. The 9 EMA is green and the 13 EMA is blue. Anytime that the stock's price is above those moving averages, the stock's price is considered to be bullish. The minute that it dips beneath that, you see where I bought right at the 9 EMA here, but the stock price cracked beneath my 13 EMA. So I thought the stock was going to get pretty bearish. I didn't give it any time to get back above that. I sold for a loss because I don't want it to get any worse. Why did I do that? Just keep watching. It kind of grind along the 50 EMA in purple here. You see I got my 100, which is a longer term EMA in blue, and the 200 way down here below in orange, that burnt orange looking color. Now the yellow moving average is the volume weighted average price. I watch this thing here very, very closely. Look what happens. Price action dips beneath the volume weighted average price, separating from the short-term moving averages, and for the rest of the day, this stock is pretty much dead. Never gets back above the volume weighted average price for the rest of the day. And that right there, when it comes to day trading, you can pretty much watch that and be sure that you're not going to do a whole bunch of upward increasing until the stock's price is back above the volume weighted average price. I watch the volume weighted average price heavy and what a stock does. So let me squeeze this a little bit. Let's get the YUMA, and I'm going to give you a little bit of analysis on it. I'm going to let this get as long-winded as it's going to get. You know what I'm saying? I can't help myself. I love talking about stocks. You know what I'm saying? This could change your life. I already know it's going to change mine. So we got another gapper in YUMA Energy. Down here at $1, gapped up to like a high at the high of this candle, up 159%, right? Let's squeeze out to the market open at 9:30, right? So my first trade on YUMA was a loss. I was hoping to catch a green candle climbing back above my moving averages. Remember I just said when the price action is beneath, and sometimes I will dip by a stock beneath if it's holding a moving average like it did there. But I didn't do that in this case, and I ended up taking a loss of $750 on 3,000 shares. But the price actually climbed right back above. I wasn't patient enough because I could have waited and sold it for a gain. But anyway, you're going to take losses. The object of the day, like I said, is to win more than you lose and come out in the green. That's trading, right? So I get in another trade on a red candle trying to catch a dip. I sell that for just a $520 gain. On 4,000 shares, I decided to increase my share size from 3,000 to 4,000 over this course here. Now, once again, we grinding on top of my short-term moving averages. So what I do, that next candle, I jump back in another 4,000 shares at $4.10, and I get out 15 cents later. P&L is $600. That could be all you need for the day. Most people ain't gonna make $600 in a week. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God is telling me, man, all I need to do is get to the amount of money I think I would be comfortable with to trade. And that's for me, that's 50K. I want $50,000. Why? Because I want 50,000. I want 25 to be set aside to pay my bills for a full year. And then I want 25,000 to trade with. That way I got a little bit of reserve bank. I got enough to pay bills, and I do not have to pull from my trading account. All you need is whatever you got. You can get started. But your odds of making money consistently with a tiny ass bit of money, $10,000 or less, is pretty slim. But if you got about 10,000, I think you can truthfully begin to set yourself up underneath the PDT and get 3 good day trades in with 10,000. But I really want what the PDT says. Looking at the PDT, I really want 25,000 or better, so that I can get in and out of a stock. I mean, look at this here. Look at this here trade. I'm gonna squeeze it in, slide this here back down. I traded this one stock alone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times before I stopped, and that is by 10:17 in the AM. Why did I stop? Like I said, the price action is now beneath my short-term moving averages. Oh, this is an even better looking example. When the price action is on top of the shorter term 13 EMA, 9 EMA, the price action is bullish. The price is climbing. When the cracks beneath the short-term moving averages, the price is now bearish. And we cracked the VWAP. I told you I watched the VWAP pretty heavy. It got beneath that. Look at the price action. We ain't climbed back above that. But I'm going to tell you something else, though, man. That don't really necessarily mean anything. Look at your moving averages. Price action came all the way down and got close to this here exponential 200-day, right? And I'm going to show you what else you can do. And this honestly was in hindsight. This is just something that I'm noticing that I might start testing if I can trade stocks all day, right? Stock's price fell beneath its short-term bearish action, but it gets close to this 200-day moving average. You could have bought it down here and sold it for a 10% gain there. Now, this is in hindsight. Everything looks great in hindsight. I'll look through 400 or 500 more stocks and test this theory, right? Sell it there, the stock price fall again, get close to the 200-day moving average, you buy it again there, back up to the VWAP, get anywhere close to the VWAP. So the first time was 10%, the second time is 15%, that's already 25% of your money. But if you're using an American brokerage or a brokerage that's regulated by the SEC, you need $25,000 to be able to do this 5 or 6 times in one day in one stock, right? So let's watch it again. It gets down to the VWAP, buy it at the VWAP, it gets close. Buy it at the 200-day moving average. It gets close to the VWAP, you're up another 10%, so that's 35% on your money. Again, it dips back down to the VWAP. Again, this is volatility. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you can sell it at the VWAP. Dang, well, this thing is getting slow over here. You up another 15% of your money. So that's 30, 45, 50% in 4 trades through the middle of the day. Most people say they don't trade the middle of the day, but I think I just found a strategy looking at the chart. The chart is going to tell you what the stock is doing and how to trade it. Man. Yeah, so I just need about 25 to 50K, man. And my whole life going to turn around. You better believe that I got a plan in place to get there. I'm not too sporadic at all. I do things kind of strategic. Baby. Hey, you know what it is. It's sort of freedom over here.